You are already receiving unemployment benefits. This is not the message you want to see when you've lost your job and are trying to claim unemployment. So how did this happen? Who applied for you and why haven't you seen any of this money? Well, this can happen to you if your identity was used by someone else to collect unemployment benefits. This is a form of identity theft and fraud, and it has huge financial consequences. To put it in perspective, the US government reported $36 billion lost to unemployment fraud. That's crazy. And if your identity has been used for this, it could have more implications than just the money you've lost. So we will answer 3 main questions in this video. How does this happen? How can you know if it happens? And what can you do about it if it happens to you? Number 1, how does this happen? Well, like all cases of identity theft, a criminal needs to get access to your personal information first. They can do this in a number of ways. For example, have you ever heard the bank or IRS say that no one will ever call you asking for passwords or for your social security number? Yeah, well, that's because scammers often use phishing phone calls, texts, or emails to trick you into giving away your information. Another big way they can steal your information is by posting fake job opportunities. When unsuspecting, hardworking people apply for these jobs, the scammers take their information. They could also do things like call you and offer to help you file for your unemployment benefits. They could offer to pay you for taking online surveys or create fake unemployment benefit websites, but don't believe them. Here are 4 rules to keep you safe. Be very selective about who you share personal information with. Don't respond to unsolicited emails, texts, or phone calls related to filing an unemployment benefit claim. When applying for benefits or jobs, carefully examine each web page. Make sure the URL is spelled correctly and the site is valid and secure. For example, make sure the page uses HTTPS, not HTTP. You can also look for the green padlock in the browser bar near the URL. If someone contacts you directly claiming to be from a government agency, get their information and validate it. So for example, if someone claims to call you from the IRS, you can email a request for an enrolled agent status verification to epp@irs.gov. Or if you need to speak with the Department of Labor about something you've received, you can find all the correct phone numbers and extensions at this link here. The bottom line is be vigilant and don't give your information away. But even if you are careful and your information has been hacked and sold on the dark web, you could still be at risk. You can find out if your exposure risk is high by using services like Aura's dark web scanner. So that brings us to question number 2. How can you know when unemployment fraud has happened to you? Well, perhaps the most obvious clue is that you or your employer could get a notice about an unemployment claim you didn't make. Don't breeze past this as if it's some random error. Look into it. The Department of Labor is not just sitting around filing things for no reason. Someone made this claim. Also, make sure to check your IRS Form 1099-G very carefully. It could reflect that you've received benefits that you haven't. Or even worse, you could try to apply for your unemployment benefits and find out they're already going to someone else. However you find out, it's important to take action immediately. So that takes us to number 3. What can you do about it? Unfortunately, if you've been the victim of an unemployment scam, you won't know until the thief has already filed a claim. So the first thing you need to do is report the fraud to the state agency in the state where the fraud took place. Next, you need to let your employer know and report the crime to the police. Also, set up a credit freeze so the scammer can't open up bank accounts or credit in your name. Perhaps the biggest thing you can do though is to prepare. There are many things you can do to help, like tighten up your security. But one of the best things to get is an identity theft protection service. For example, Aura is a protection service that gives you up to $1 million in coverage for eligible losses due to identity theft. You can try it for free by clicking the link below. So now you know about unemployment fraud and how to protect yourself. Times are hard right now, and you never know when you may need to file your own benefits. So remember, don't give out your personal information, pay close attention to any documents or notices that come in, and take quick action if you notice anything fishy. That way you can make sure your unemployment benefits go to you, not a scammer. My name is Upton. Subscribe to this channel for more of these videos and more fraud protection tips and scammer red flags. I'll see you next time.